Want to remember everything faster and for longer? Let's talk about spaced repetition. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever tried studying for an exam or memorizing something complex, you know that simply cramming doesn't always work. In today's video, I'm going to introduce you to a game-changing technique that's going to take your memory game to the next level. Spaced repetition. Spaced repetition is a powerful technique that involves reviewing material at increasing intervals over time. Instead of cramming everything at once, you spread out your learning to reinforce what you've learned, which helps move it from your short-term memory to long-term memory. Sounds simple, right? But how does it actually work? Let's dive in. Imagine you're studying for a test. You study a topic today, then review it the next day, then 3 days later, then a week later, and then a month later. These intervals increase gradually, which gives your brain the time it needs to fully process and retain the information. Here's where it gets interesting. Our brains are naturally better at remembering things when they're exposed to them over time. The key is the spacing between those reviews. And that's what makes spaced repetition so powerful. Studies show that spaced repetition is up to 50% more effective than traditional cramming methods. As we review material at longer intervals, the neural pathways related to that information get stronger. So not only does it stick, but it sticks for longer. All right, so how can you use spaced repetition in your studies? Here's how. First up, apps like Anki or Quizlet are perfect tools for spaced repetition. These apps automatically adjust the intervals based on how well you know the material. For example, if you get something wrong, it will show it to you sooner. If you get it right, it will be shown after a longer interval. You don't have to rely on apps, though. You can also create your own spaced repetition system using physical flashcards. Just write a question on one side and the answer on the other, and then review them based on how well you remember the answer. For example, let's say you're learning a new language. The first time you review a flashcard might be the next day, the second time after 3 days, the third after a week, and so on. So when's the best time to start? The earlier the better. Start reviewing material after the first time you learn it, and space out your reviews as the days go by. The longer you wait, the harder it is to remember, so consistent intervals are key. And here's the best part. Spaced repetition doesn't just work for schoolwork. You can use it for anything. Memorizing vocabulary, learning a musical instrument, or even prepping for big presentations. So there you have it. Spaced repetition is a proven technique that will boost your memory retention and make learning much more efficient. Whether you're studying for exams, learning a new skill, or just trying to remember something important, spacing out your review times will ensure you actually remember what you're learning. Now I want to hear from you. Do you use spaced repetition in your study routine? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more awesome tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay smart, stay curious.